The Ghostbusters franchise is still expanding, with each new movie release making it more extensive to rank the Ghostbusters movies from worst to best. The supernatural comedy series launched in 1984 under the creation of Ivan Reitman, Harold Ramis, and Dan Aykroyd. The original Ghostbusters proved to not only be an excellent blockbuster, but it ignited widespread fandom for the ghost hunting team, so much so that it could become a massive movie franchise for Hollywood to continue to develop. This was immediately seen with the development of Ghostbusters 2, even if the franchise took a hiatus after. In the decade since the original movies concluded, Sony has relaunched the property twice. 2016 brought Paul Feig's Ghostbusters, Answer the Call and the all-female cast, which rebooted the franchise and did not exist in the same universe as the original movies. It then took 5 years for another installment to come, Only Ghostbusters. Afterlife returned audiences to the original continuity under the direction of Jason Reitman and a story revolving around the Spengler family. Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire continues that story, increasing the franchise to include 5 films. Here's every Ghostbusters movie ranked from worst to best. Otherwise known as Ghostbusters, Answer the Call, Paul Feig's all-female reboot of Ghostbusters, as part of a reinvigoration of the IP that would also have seen a Chris Pratt/Channing Tatum-led alt-team movie, was never a bad idea. For all the bleeding online about wokeness, that was a hollow complaint from people who don't really need to be listened to. But that doesn't mean the movie was a good reboot. Fundamentally, Feig's reboot never quite felt like it understood the tone of the original, which was never quite the slapstick SNL fest some cynics still bafflingly seem to believe. It was a straight movie with comic relief and snark. Ghostbusters 2016 is, in contrast, a garish farce, more like Eddie Murphy's Haunted Mansion than Ivan Reitman's original vision. The movie fully leans into its comedic elements, with known comedians Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig leading the way. None of the cast is bad, with Leslie Jones and SNL's Kate McKinnon offering game approximations of the characters they're clearly riffing on, Winston and Egon, and Chris Hemsworth is delightfully idiotic as Kevin. But the film is never bold or new enough, and its nostalgic anchor never quite understands the iconic original. Beyond the casting, the story is weak and stumbles to find real momentum. The villain is also frankly terrible, and it flirts way too hard with being obnoxious.